Oh, legend, thank you. Thanks a lot, mate.
That's all right.
I was losing hope a bit there. I've been there for about an hour.
That's all right.
I'm actually really excited.
Okay, that's good.
Not in an odd way.
That's all right.
Hi, I'm Fred, and this is my commute. It's mindless, monotonous, miserable, and time-consuming. I love the outdoors, but in the week I just can't find the time to do anything exciting. This week is going to be different. I'm going to try and find time for adventure and see if it's possible to turn the worst bit of my day into the best bit. I find it hard. Am I going to get a seat? Am I going to get... no. Some prat next to me. $2 a day, that's 40 hours a month. That's 20 days a year. That's the same as my annual leave.
Are you doing just commuting all different this week, is it?
Yeah, it's just this week. So Monday just started on the tube, and then, as you know, like it was just busy, packed, horrible. And that's kind of what I do, sort of week in, week out. I kind of just had enough of it. I don't know, it borders on mildly unpleasant, fairly uninteresting, and it's just a means to an end, really. Morning. Morning. Have a good day. I spent most of my tube journey home just daydreaming, really, about what I wanted to do over the next week. And that's find interesting ways to get to work. Have a bit of adventure, do something different, do some exercise, be outside, just to make me a bit happier. Right, let's try the bike. Got to be better than taking the tube. Bike. Had a very relaxing cycle in this morning to work, which is just a wonderful way to come in. Bit of exercise, enjoyed some sunshine.
So where were you going from?
So just live up in Acton, near Acton town. And then I work in Farringdon, so it's about 10 miles on the road. I think a high point of today has been going through Hyde Park and just so peaceful. Lots of like dogs and wildlife around. I just can't believe I haven't done this sooner. I've turned part of the day that I hate into actually something quite fun and enjoyable. This is what Hyde Park Corner looks like above ground. It's so much nicer. Wait a minute. I'm enjoying my commute. Cycling was really nice when I was going through the parks, but then it got much busier actually.
I wouldn't brave London roads.
Okay.
I know what I'm like as a driver, and I think I'm okay, but it's not you, it's everybody else.
And you're just so vulnerable on a bike, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. You've got no protection.
Nothing.
when you're on the cycle superhighway, and it really is a superhighway, you have cyclists like speeding through, ready to sort of mow down anything. I have seen more and more people starting to cycle into work. People are being a bit more environmentally conscious, wanting to do a bit more exercise. Normally speaking, when you sit on a cramped tube for an hour, you arrive quite hot and bothered. Complete contrast today really, arriving, having been outside for an hour and being out in the sunlight for an hour, and just in such a good mood, such a good mood. I am excited and slightly nervous about having a 3 AM start tomorrow. It's a long old route along the canal. It's going to be a lot tougher. I'm feeling quite tired today, so yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. I did a kayak earlier this week, right. And that finished up near Camden, so I started up near Acton. Morning. Yeah, they've been really different experiences, each one. Like, we've had a sort of 3 AM start. Wow. For the kayak, which was pretty tough, but that was probably the coolest way to come in. The worst bit, I'd say, waking up at 3 AM after a couple of hours sleep and having to start in the dark and cold. Although it's very exciting, I think I'm going to sort of regret this later and have to take a few tactical naps at work. I was expecting the canals to be a bit nicer, and in my head I had this sort of romantic idea of this beautiful sort of waterway right into the centre of London, which I could paddle on a weekly basis, but unfortunately it's not quite the case. The reality are that a lot of these canals are very dirty and they've got a lot of rubbish in them, and they could really do with the clean-up actually, and I guess they're not really used that much anymore. Stupid green rubbish, crappy duckweed making Fred's morning kayak horrible. It's a strange sensation, this, going through the tunnel. It's actually really hard to balance and quite disorientating. Taking an inflatable kayak through a pitch-black tunnel certainly isn't the most sensible way to get to work, but it does beat sitting on the tube. It made me feel like I'd achieved something before the day had even started.
Too many days in the darkness, without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat.
The route was around 10 miles, so that's a fair distance to paddle. Most people might do that actually in a day trip, so as your commute in, it seems perhaps a little too far.
But maybe a shorter route would be more doable.
Time won't stop, so gonna get on the ride. Twisting and turning through life. No matter how rough it gets, I'll get by.
I do hope your stuff doesn't get too wet.
Yeah, we'll find out quite soon whether it's where I've got my computer in the back.
Oh, good luck.
Well, thanks very much. Yeah, you have a nice day as well.
Thank you.
I'm never alone. I know that every day will always bring me something new.
Best part of this morning's kayak into work has definitely been getting to the end.
Every day will bring me something new.
If I had to do a whole week of kayaking and a whole week of getting the tube,
Don't say it. Don't say it.
right now
Don't say it.
I'd probably take the tube.
Oh, you've said it.
But no, I wouldn't do a 6-hour paddle through green gunk again anytime soon. Good steering, Captain. So I did a half marathon run from West London all the way along the River Thames to up in central London now.
Okay, yeah.
Finally, nice one. Which was great. It was a bit too long.
Yeah.
My knees, my legs are crying out and aching and basically wanting to be in bed right now. I have considered cheating a few times this morning and taking a bike or seeing if I can jump on the bus for a bit, but I've so far stayed from straying from the path on that front. So going okay, but I'm a bit worried about having to go 14 or 15 miles because I'm feeling very tired right now. Actually, as soon as the sun came up, it turned really nice. Had a beautiful, nice, relaxed run through the parks, seeing some of like the landmarks, lots of other fellow joggers about. So yeah, it was a really, really pleasant way to come in. My boss is on holiday this week, so it's meant this is the perfect week to test different ways to commute into work, because it doesn't really matter if I'm a little bit late or trying to find somewhere to nap. But we'll be seeing if he's as supportive when he returns from his holiday. Ooh. Ooh. As you know, when you come into central London, it gets busy and there are lots of people sort of going to work and doing all sorts of things.
I can imagine.
I wouldn't want to do it every day, but I think I could do this once a week and maybe a bit more. You know, it was a really fun way to come in. Yeah, whoa! Nice one! Looking ahead to tomorrow, my mum's words rang in my ears. You know, don't get yourself into trouble, don't get yourself kidnapped. Just started the hitchhiking. Not quite sure what sign to use. We've got Central London one, Shepherd's Bush, which is a little bit closer, and then just saying I'm a hitchhiker, not weird. Been getting a bit more nervous actually. I was excited walking down to the hitchhiking spot, but waiting for sort of cars to come through. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more nervous. A few butterflies. So I've planned some different faces to entice potential drivers. We've got happy-go-lucky, we've got the respectful man, we've got the sort of aloof and I don't care if you want to pick me up or not. And then if I have to, I've got puppy dog eyes and just, please pick me up, someone, I've been here for ages. If I could pick anyone in the world to pick me up as a hitchhiker, I'd love Russell Crowe, with perhaps the Queen sitting in the back with me would be a nice touch. I think, optimistically, someone will pick me up within the next half an hour. This is an ideal spot because I can catch people's eye, maybe a smile, but it doesn't seem to be working. My arm is getting very tired. I thought the kayaking was tiring, but this is exhausting, and I'm being mentally rejected as well. No, not interested. Ah! No, Mercedes driver. No, that's a firm no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't think people really get it, but I'm not giving up hope yet.
Hey, you can get to Sheffield in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get a hitch. I think the real issue is the sign. Right. I'm making my sign a happier sign. Hopefully, with all these smileys, because everyone loves an emoji, this will change my fortunes. Come on, the emoji. Oh, legend, thank you. How am I going to explain to this guy why I'm hitchhiking to work? Thanks a lot, mate.
It's all right.
I was losing hope a bit there. Why did you pick us up, mate?
Because I was going there and my friends, they hitchhike all the time and I was like, right, okay, so I need to do my bit.
When I've been talking to people about this and they're saying actually it's never going to happen because hitchhiking's dangerous. Do you think that's the thing, or?
Sometimes, I mean, if it was to be like 12 o'clock at night, 11
Yeah.
o'clock at night, then it would be a complete different ball game. But having it been 8:30 in the morning, there's plenty of people if I was to scream.
Yeah. Could you think of any different ways that you could commute in? We had cycle, run, hitchhike, kayak and tube.
Depends how big your budget goes. It depends if some with a helicopter.
Helicopter would be awesome. Cool. Jack, thanks again,
Have a
mate.
good day, mate.
Thank you. Cheers. We'll drop you a note.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Act cool. See ya. Bye-bye. Act cool. Act cool. Hitchhike in a BMW into central London. Now that is awesome. Thank you, Jack. You're an absolute legend. This is great. This is a real brilliant way to sort of end the week. In all honesty, all I've proven to myself this week is that I've spent the last 7 years or so in London being lazy. I felt irritated and I've moaned about having no time to go on adventures. And I've fairly thoughtlessly undertaken my hideous commute. The truth is, I don't have to take the tube. And I can make time to get outdoors. I've sort of, mostly loved this week and have succeeded, I think, in turning something I hate into something I can really look forward to. And yes, while it's not practical to paddle through duckweed or to hitch a lift from a stranger every day, there is no way I'm going back to mindlessly jumping on the tube, day in, day out.